You know when you're driving home from a four-wheel drive trip and there's a strange vibration or a strange noise or stuff that you haven't heard on the way there? Yeah, I've got one of those today. We were at the Glassy yesterday and on the way home, when we hit the bitumen and things were smooth on the surface, they weren't so smooth in the car. So today we're going to try and diagnose what has happened to the Cruiser. So look, driving back yesterday and it's doing it again. Now, there's a vibration that's definitely not a wheel alignment or a wheel balancing issue. It's definitely all throughout the car, and it's just a very, very, not subtle, but subtle enough vibration that's, you can feel it in the gear stick, you can feel it in the steering wheel, the rear view mirrors vibrating a lot more than usual. I can feel it in the pedals, it's just everywhere. So yesterday on the way back, I was trying to self-diagnose as I was driving, and when we got off the highway on a quiet piece of road, I did turn the engine off while I was doing about 40 or 50 in neutral obviously, and just let it roll. Vibration was still there with the engine stopped. So to me, that means it's definitely not engine, it's drivetrain. I did take it to the car wash thinking, because sometimes if you're on the beach or in mud, you get a bit of mud stuck to the inside of the wheels and it can cause a vibration, but that's more of a wheel balance feel, which I've felt heaps of times before. Anyway, got the car all cleaned, she's brand new again, and the vibration is still there. So the only thing I can think of is it's the tail shaft. So the best way to diagnose this, so I've spoken to Craig, who's Logan, the editor's dad, and Craig's the car whisperer. I called him this morning and said, hey, what do you reckon? He goes, look, put it up on jack stands, chock the wheels, take the handbrake off, get somebody sitting in the car and put it into first or second gear and just have a look underneath. And let's see if we can diagnose what this problem is. And if it is a tail shaft, drive shaft, I've never done one of those before, so we're both going to learn together. Right, I'm so excited about this. We have entered a wildcard competition with TFI. So TFI, the Film Invitational, and they're doing this once a year comp that they run. Now, we have done this video that will not be seen on YouTube. It is a step above anything we can ever do for YouTube. We have spent so much time on shooting this, editing it, color grading it, storytelling, everything that we do. In fact, as soon as we finish here, I'm going to roll the trailer to get you invested in what we've done. So if you feel like it, I would love to jump onto the TFI website. The links are below. I think it's going to cost about $5 to join their site, and you can cancel anytime you like. Jump in there, watch our video, watch all the other creators' videos, throw a vote for us or other ones if you think they're better than ours. And yeah, we'll see where this takes us. So yeah, would love for you to jump over to TFI, and here comes the trailer.
Most people see a four-wheel drive as just another vehicle. But for us, it's something else entirely.
That is very sketchy. So now we're back in the garage, it's time to check this tail shaft. I'm going to jack it up like I said and put the jack stands underneath. I don't have anybody here to help me, so I'm going to chock the wheels and I'll snick it in a second. I'm going to stand well clear and make sure it's okay, and then I'm going to have a squeeze underneath and see what it looks like.
So looking at this, it is clear that there's a definite bend in the tail shaft, and it gets worse when we accelerate.
So that clearly shows that the drive shaft is kaput. When we went up, I think I know when I did it at the Glassy, we went up this rock face and I ended up having to pull my winch out to get me up over the top, but I was definitely resting on the belly of the car on the ramp over on a rock, and I definitely think that's when this happened. I have gone ahead and ordered a new drive shaft, which I've got. So I've never fitted a drive shaft, tail shaft, I'm not even sure what you call it, tail shaft. I've never fitted one. I have spoken to Craig, who's the car whisperer. What he doesn't know about cars, not worth knowing. And he's told me to keep the back of it jacked up when I'm doing this, because we want to keep the transfer case up as high as we can, because if the car was level and we went to do this, when we took the
the tail shaft out of the transfer case, all the oil would just drip out. He said, but if we jack it up, the oil has more of a chance of staying in. So I think what we're up for here is there's 4 bolts at the front, 4 bolts at the back, and it'll swap over. Let's just hope that's what it is. 2 things that I've learned so far. Put the car in gear, and it's, well, this is obvious because that's obviously the tail shaft, but I wasn't thinking right, but it's in gear, so it locks it so you can undo the bottom 2 bolts, then to put it in neutral, spin it around, put it back in gear, and you can do the other 2. But what I did find, and this is more luck than planning, is do the front ones first, because they're the ones with the nuts coming, with the bolts coming out, which you'll hang over. So the back ones look, they're the bolts going in. So when I undo that, it's going to fall down. At the minute, I've undone those 4 and it's staying up. And hopefully when I undo the back 4, that'll just fall out, and then I can slide the front off, and then we'll open up the new drive shaft and do the reverse. I'll throw a link down below to the mob that have bought it off. Their customer service was bloody brilliant. They were absolutely sensational. Now looking at that, it's pretty much exactly the same thing. Now Craig did tell me that what they do with these is they weld plates onto them, so it's like balancing a wheel. They balance the tail shaft. I keep wanting to call it a drive shaft, maybe it is. Throw in the comment below, is it a drive shaft or a tail shaft? I don't know. I think it's a tail shaft. Anyway, they weld weights onto it to balance it, same as you would do with a wheel on the car. And I looked here, so this one has had, there's another one here, so this one has been balanced, so that's a really good start. Look, Toyota genuine tail shaft, I'm going to say it was 1,200 bucks. There was a Terrain Tamer one that I looked at, it was 1,500 plus GST, I think, for a fortified one, which I would imagine would be ridiculously strong. This one, aftermarket in Brisbane on the shelf, was 600. So if it lasts half as long as that one, and that one's 6 years old now, happy days. Anyway, we're just going to do the reverse now. We're going to line it up at the front over the bolts, and we'll just put a nut on them to have them on there loosely, and then we'll first of all, we'll tighten up the back, and then we'll tighten up the front. So at the minute, everything's going really good. What's really cool about doing stuff like this is if this happens out in the bush and this actually breaks, I'll now know how to fix it. Now this probably isn't the most complicated thing, and some of you watching this is a walk in the park, but I've never done it before. And if this now happens out in the scrub, on the beach or somewhere, I'll know exactly how to fix it, and it'll be a lot easier. It's not probably that tricky the first time round anyway, but nonetheless, it'll be good. All right, in we go. Easy as lining those up there. The bolts are going in from the front and the nuts in behind. It's probably standard for a car, so if you hit something, the nut's going to be protected at the back with the threads. So that's it now fixed. Put some acceleration under it, still buttery smooth. So that's a massive win. All right, job's done. The other thing I learned, it wasn't accelerating earlier. Traction control was still on, and it's thinking because the 2 wheels are off the ground, it actually thought it was losing traction. So turn the traction control off, otherwise it won't rev. Seems to be fixed. No vibration so far. I will take it for a test drive and we'll have a chat. All right, it's the next day. I've been driving around for a wee while, and this tail shaft is absolutely perfect. All those vibrations have gone. I do have obviously a bit of steering wheel shake still, because look, the tires are probably worn down a bit. I probably do need to get them balanced, and I definitely need a wheel alignment done. But apart from that,
It's driving like it should, back to normal again. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about also was when you do a four-wheel drive trip, be it a touring trip or tough tracks or whatever it is, beach work, whatever you've done, when you come back from that trip, it is super important to get onto your car and have a look at it. Look in the engine bay, check all the oils, all the fluids, all everything. Just give it a good check, like you should be doing every night when you're on a trip. Just give it the once over. Make sure everything's tight, make sure all the belts and hoses are all where they should be. Because you don't know what damage you've done under your car until you maybe have a look at it. Like you might have broken a wire, or you might have cut through something, or there's a whole bunch of stuff that can go wrong that you might not notice until you go to use it and all of a sudden it's not working. Now, case in point is my air compressor. It, for some reason, isn't working. When I checked last night, I was checking everything after I stopped rolling the cameras, and the air compressor isn't working, so I'm going to have to work out what's wrong with that. That's us back on the road, ready for the next trip. So, if there's anything else that you want to see me try and do, or I don't know, I'm not a mechanic, I'm learning as I go here, but yeah, if you think of anything else that I could do that would help me maintain this car, please drop a comment below. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.